In this video, we discuss how we spot the signs of teething and how long it lasts. With me today, we have three mums. Moria with 1-year-old Sophia, Rosemary with Daniel, who's 1, and Joshua, who's 8 years old, and Karen, whose children are Jamie, 2, Max, 4, and Harry, who's 8. Tooth buds actually start to develop when a baby is in the womb. We find most babies start teething around the age of 6 months old, but all babies are different. Some babies can be born with teeth, whereas others may not get their first tooth until their first birthday. Normally, all milk teeth have emerged by the time a baby is 2.5 years old, but just remember, all babies are different. What about you, Rosemary? How do you know he's teething? Tell us.
Because he just starts crying out of the blue. He'll be sitting calmly and then he'll be, straight away, and quite irritable.
Right.
Occasionally he touches his mouth.
Does that reflect your experience?
Yeah, occasionally he'll just get a temperature and it'll be a one-off, and it's dealt with and it's gone. And clingy, very clingy.
What about red cheeks?
Sophia's had really red cheeks, yeah.
Right.
And just furiously chewing anything that she can get hold of.
So, teething symptoms, it sounds like that we've all sort of experienced, a range of symptoms. So we've got the drooling and the red cheeks, the irritability. What about any other symptoms? Sometimes people ask me, is this from teething? What do you think, Rosemary?
Well, over Christmas time, my son, he basically had severe nappy rash.
Right.
It was full on. He was just, everything in his stomach was constantly clearing through the day, and by the evening his bottom was raw red, and the next day he had like burn marks almost, and it only happened over that period. So is that teeth? I assumed it was.
It's interesting, because if you sort of looked for a list of teething symptoms, it probably wouldn't have nappy rash on it. Babies will have a really bad nappy rash around the time of teething, and diarrhea sometimes as well. I mean, it's important, obviously if your little ones have diarrhea, especially when they're only sort of 6 or 8 months, that you do chat to your doctor about it. But you do hear about babies who have diarrhea when they are teething.
Was that when all the teeth came up at once?
When the 4 came in at
When
once.
the 4 came, I've got a long way to go, I think.
There are many obvious symptoms which are associated with teething which you will learn to recognise, but if you are ever concerned, then always speak to your doctor.